Let's explain the world of Formula One to everyone who is not an expert at it. When Formula One racing hit Miami for the first time, it became the hottest event in town. And many are getting hooked on Drive to Survive, a series showcasing the adrenaline-pumping world of F1. Picture this: cars racing at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, zooming through cities worldwide like Miami, Bahrain, and Monaco. The roster boasts celebrity drivers like Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, and Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion. Teams of hundreds manage these cutting-edge, spaceship-like cars, which cost a staggering $140 million each due to regulations. And the sport's popularity is skyrocketing. Take a look at the Miami track. A $40 million construction hosting crowds comparable to the Super Bowl daily. But with all the hype, newcomers might feel lost. Don't worry, let's break it down. We'll demystify this exhilarating high-stakes sport that's captured everyone's attention. However, there's a bigger picture to consider here. A colossal question that looms large: why invest so much money and technological prowess into Formula One, essentially into entertainment? The answer lies in what we gain from it. This isn't merely about a car race. It's like a space program tailored for the road. With a surge in interest in Formula One, particularly in the United States, events like the Monaco Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, and victories such as those in the Bahrain Grand Prix are becoming increasingly significant. If you're new to the world of Formula One, you might be more familiar with its American counterparts, NASCAR or Indy cars. NASCAR stands out with its closed cockpits and oval tracks, bearing the least resemblance to F1. On the other hand, IndyCar shares more similarities with F1, featuring tracks that resemble spaghetti, strands, and open cockpits. However, there's a crucial distinction between these two, and it's what sets F1 apart as a significant spectacle. In IndyCar, all cars use the same frame or chassis, known as the DW12, so the competition primarily revolves around how you maneuver that standardized car. Contrastingly, in Formula One, each team is tasked with designing and building their own cars. What's more, they have the opportunity to enhance these cars between races contingent on their performance. Thus, in F1, the competition isn't just about driving skills, but also about the craftsmanship of constructing and continually refining the cars. This aspect is what fuels my passion for F1. While it may seem like a sport for daredevils on the surface, it's much more than that. It's a realm where engineering prowess and innovation reign supreme, making it the sport of nerds in the best possible way. Each Formula One team participates with 2 cars, each driven by a different driver under the same team banner. A typical F1 event, known as a Grand Prix, spans 3 days. Practice, qualifying, and race day. While I regularly catch the races on TV, experiencing it live for the first time was truly exhilarating. Getting up close to the cars was an unforgettable experience, despite all the excitement. Qualifying day sets the starting lineup based on the fastest lap times, emphasizing the importance of starting position due to the difficulty of passing during the race. Points are awarded based on finishing positions, with no points awarded beyond 10th place. While drivers aim to accumulate points for the Drivers' Championship, teams strive for points towards the Constructors' Championship. This dual championship system sometimes leads to conflicting strategies, evident in team radio communications where drivers express frustration over team decisions. Despite occasional disagreements, the overarching goals remain clear. Drivers must race their fastest, while teams must strive to engineer the best car possible. Now, let's dive into the exciting part. Think of an F1 car as an airplane turned upside down. While both are engineered to move swiftly through the air, the car's wings serve to press it down rather than lift it up. Why? Because winning in F1 isn't just about speed, it's also about maintaining control, which demands a strong connection with the ground. Examining the car's shape, you'll notice how air flows over and under it. This creates differential pressures, with higher pressure above and lower pressure below, effectively suctioning the car to the track. This aerodynamic effect isn't limited to the wings, but extends across the entire vehicle, influencing its design features. Various elements of the car, such as air intakes for cooling and channels to release air, contribute to its aerodynamic performance. Some mechanisms, like the drag reduction system, DRS, enable drivers to reduce downward pressure temporarily, allowing for faster acceleration and overtaking opportunities, akin to a boost in a Mario game. Listening to the race commentary, you might hear mentions of DRS as drivers deploy this feature strategically. Altogether, an F1 car is a marvel of aerodynamics, orchestrating a symphony of airflow to enhance performance. Having had the chance to witness these engineering marvels up close was truly an unforgettable experience. Over the years, you can observe teams meticulously refining these cars, recognizing the importance of aerodynamic enhancements like wings. They continuously tweak and adjust the car's design, pushing the boundaries of aerodynamics to gain even the slightest advantage, shaving off mere fractions of a second. Behind these innovations are hundreds, sometimes thousands of individuals working tirelessly, all dedicated to a single team. Now you might wonder, what's the price tag for all of this? F1 teams tend to be quite secretive about their financial details, leading to widespread speculation. However, given that they operate as companies, some are required to disclose financial information in their annual reports, which can be found through research into various European countries' reporting regulations. After a bit of digging, I managed to uncover annual reports for 8 out of 10 F1 teams, which is quite a feat. From this research, I discovered that running an F1 team comes with a hefty price tag, ranging anywhere from $95 million to $425 million annually. However, it's worth noting that F1 introduced a new rule stipulating that teams can only spend up to $140 million per year, starting from the year after these reports were filed. This means that upcoming reports will likely show a significant shift in spending. Nevertheless, regardless of these adjustments, F1 teams still invest a staggering amount of money into their operations. So, what exactly do F1 teams earn? Well, according to these reports, it turns out they don't make much profit at all. In fact, they often operate very close to breaking even. For instance, Red Bull, despite generating £230 million in revenue, incurred £229 million in costs, resulting in a mere £1.2 million in profit, roughly equivalent to $1.5 million. These figures might come as a surprise, as F1 teams aren't the hugely lucrative ventures one might expect. So, why do they invest so heavily in it? Consider Ferrari's annual report, which emphasizes the critical role of their Formula One team in enhancing their brand image and marketing strategy. Essentially, F1 serves as a form of advertising, promoting not only the team itself, but also associated products, whether luxury sports cars or energy drinks like Red Bull. Indeed, as a form of entertainment, F1 is undeniably spectacular. However, some individuals question whether the enormous resources poured into it are justified. This debate extends beyond F1 alone and raises broader questions about how much effort we as a society dedicate to entertaining ourselves. What sets F1 apart for many is its significant technological component. The substantial engineering efforts and reliance on fossil fuel-powered cars prompt some to ponder whether these resources could be better utilized elsewhere. In essence, while F1 offers thrilling entertainment, its environmental and resource implications lead to valid concerns and discussions about its value and societal priorities. This is the fundamental promise of Formula One, and it all originates from the initial requirement for teams to construct their own cars. Essentially, it's like saying, we'll invest in extensive research and development, creating new technologies and merging cutting-edge advancements, pushing them to their limits and further evolving them, all without requiring you to foot the bill. We'll then pit these innovations against other groups of engineers doing the same thing in this exhilarating global sport that captivates so many. A sport that at its core is perhaps the largest, most expensive group science competition of all time. Debates often arise over the allocation of resources towards various learning endeavors. Yet endeavors like F1 consistently drive forward both the technologies we practically employ and our comprehension of the world around us. Additionally, F1 serves as a source of revenue and entertainment. Understanding the potential of F1 allows us to reconsider many aspects. It underscores the importance of pushing boundaries and expanding our capabilities far beyond the norm. Now the question arises, what's the next frontier of learning? Considering F1's role in driving car innovation and the looming shift towards electric vehicles in the automotive industry, one wonders, should F1 embrace electric technologies more fervently? And if Formula One fails to do so, does it risk straying further from its original promise over time, becoming less relevant to our technological landscape and more of a novelty, a relic of gas-powered vehicles? The future of F1 sparks speculation, inviting us all to contemplate its trajectory. So, as you tune in to watch a race, enjoy the excitement with your friends, and engage in the collective speculation of where it all may lead, know that I'll be right there alongside you, cheering for my favorite team.